Hello there everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to share with you a love potion of sorts. With Valentine's Day coming up, I felt that this was a pretty good timing kind of thing. And I wanted to share kind of another way to add some emphasis on a goal with, well, a potion. Or perhaps a floral syrup, but they're kind of one and the same. This is mainly made to draw love to you. It's for you to take, add it to a drink, or just take a spoonful of it and add intention to this to kind of just bring those energies towards you. However, it can be shared with others, though take some time to think about how you feel about those things morally. Personally, I am not fond of doing love spells that draw specific people to you. You never really know how that person is going to respond to it, and it may not work, and it could very well do more damage than good. So spend some time thinking about that. You never really know what's going to happen. It could pan out pretty negatively in the end. And honestly, I think it's best to kind of just work for general energies in this sense. Just a little bit of a safer bet in my opinion, but I'm not going to tell you how to use your own magic and what to do with it, so just explore some of those things for yourself. And that is my important disclaimer to get out of the way before we delve into this much further. Also, Grim is chewing on an antler, but is much better than the squeaky flamingo he was chewing on a minute ago, so apologies if you can hear him. This recipe, as with many of my recipes, is a 3-ingredient one, and it's pretty simple. You can use as a one-off, but I think especially with consumables, and especially with something that is meant to draw something towards you, they work really well as kind of an added emphasis to a larger working. So by crafting a potion and taking what you put into it, the energy and intent you put into it, taking that inside of yourself helps you to further do more intense workings later with more focus directly on what you are working towards. So in this case, say you are hoping to draw love to you, craft this potion, take it, and then work on a larger ritual, taking this whenever you are working towards it. It really just adds some extra emphasis, and I find it to be kind of invaluable to workings like this. Now with that said, it can be taken just as kind of a potion to have to start your day, go out into the world and draw this energy towards you. So whatever works best for you, go ahead with that. But anyways, let's get into this recipe, shall we? To craft this, you'll need 1 cup of rose water, 1 cup of sugar, a cinnamon stick, and a good pinch of ginger. Rose is an essential in any love spell, and cinnamon really helps to get things moving quickly. Plus, ginger just gets things done. So all of those things together should create a pretty fast-acting spell. And to make, it's pretty simple. Begin by gathering all of your ingredients into a pot. And bring it up to a boil. Really, you're just going to be making a tea with this. Once you've got it hot enough, pull out your cinnamon stick. That should really be the only loose herb. If you're choosing to use fresh ginger as opposed to the powdered ginger I chose to use, you can strain all of the tea out and put it back into the pot. But once you have all of the extra bits out of the tea, it's time to add in the sugar. This is when it's really important to sit and stir the tea and focus on putting what you are desiring into it. Work your intent into it in whatever way is most functional for you. You may even choose to whisper some words to it as well. At this point, all we're really focusing on is melting the sugar down. Don't let it get up to a boil or get too warm, because then you will make some candy, and it's just important to get it all the way melted. So make sure to sit and stir and watch it pretty closely. You can work more of your intent into it now and really focus on what you're desiring for this spell. Watch it until every last little crystal of sugar is gone, and then take it off the heat. Allow it to cool here for a bit. You can still continue to stir in your intentions. I personally find that to be really invaluable to this kind of spell, and if you've been here for a while, you'll know that I feel that way about any consumable, which is a lot of what I craft and share with you all. It really does make a big difference in the end. Allow it to cool here for a minute, and once it's cooled, pull out some jars. Then transfer it into the jars and store it in the fridge for later use. I chose to add a few rose petals to some of the jars, but this is really just a aesthetic choice and it's not something that you have to do. And that's really it. It's pretty simple. Like I said, you can take it before performing larger workings or take it to really just set an intention to the day. If you're hoping to do something a little more simple and are really just focused on setting intention, you could do this with either chamomile, rose alone, or hibiscus. All of those are really good for just simply drawing love to you, but I encourage you to research herbs pretty thoroughly when deciding something like this. Ultimately, it's important to know what you're wishing for. If you're hoping to draw kind of a quick fling, lilac would be my go-to. But if you want a more long-term relationship, rose is a wonderful way to go. But really, it's very simple and does add a lot of power to what you're working towards. So I would very much recommend doing workings like this whenever you're kind of trying to just add extra oomph to what you're doing. And with that, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't seen my other channel, I'd recommend checking it out. There I share vlogs, my day-to-day, far more herbal workings and magic and just general day-to-day life. And I know it's not for everyone, but if you can and would like to, I'd really appreciate it if you checked out my Patreon. There I show my art, herbal profiles, book recommendations, and a bunch of other fun things. And it's really what keeps things running over here. I really couldn't be doing this without you guys, and I really appreciate it for all of you there, and I really can't tell you how much I appreciate it. So with that, thanks again, and I will see you soon.